Do you know what I used to believe? Because I came to the UK 24 years ago and I was still at a younger age at that time. I always thought that my options being an immigrant in the UK were just going into things like nursing or looking after the elderly. Because when I looked around, the people that I knew, all of them were in those type of fields. So automatically I thought these are the only options that I had. Because everyone around me was doing that, so I just followed suit. And listen, I don't knock those fields. I've worked in those fields. Caring is my second nature. But I've always felt like there had to be more. More freedom, more creativity, and more ownership. And if you've ever felt the same, that deep down feeling like I'm made for something bigger, then this video is for you. So today I'm walking you through 9 business models that are not only profitable in 2025, are also low barrier, scalable, and perfect for late bloomers, career changers, and anyone who's tired of being boxed in. Real quick, if you're into smart business ideas, real faith, and personal development, then this channel is for you. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out what is coming up next. Cool. Let's dive in. So let's talk about what makes a business worth starting in 2025. Here's how I decide if a business is worth starting. What you need to do is follow the money, not what's trending out there or what people love. Look for industries where people have money to spend. If people are willing to pay more for what you are offering, that means you don't need tons of customers in order to make a good income. One thing is you need to pick long-term growth and not just quick trends. Don't just chase what is going viral on TikTok. You want to be in a business space that will grow for years to come. Because you want to be in this for the long haul. You want to build a legacy. You want to build something that you can leave for your children or you can pass on to your grandchildren. That's the type of business that you need to establish. So let's look at what is currently growing at a fast rate. One of the things that are growing fast at the moment is pet wellness. There's a 7% growth each year when it comes to pet wellness because people are ready to spend more on keeping their pets healthy, happy, and pampered. Another idea is health and anti-aging. The statistics show us there's a 10% growth each year when it comes to health and anti-aging. So when we're talking about health and anti-aging, think about things like vitamins, natural supplements, and lifestyle products that help people feel younger, stronger, and live longer. The next one is online learning. Statistics show us that it will be worth 400 billion by 2030. Amazing, right? So that's something to think about. So before I dive in now into the 9 business ideas that can work for you in 2025, I want you to think of business is like planting a seed. You don't need hundreds of seeds. You just need one good seed and the right soil. That soil is a market that can pay. You need a real problem that you solve. And lastly, a message that speaks to real people. So I've shared with you some statistics and data for different types of businesses that you can actually go into for 2025. So let's dive into the 9 business ideas that can work for 2025. The first one is local content creator for small businesses. AKA, you don't need to be viral. You just need visibility. Look at it, many local small businesses like hair salons, car washes, bakeries, cafes, coaches, they know they're supposed to be on social media, but most of them, they don't have the time, they don't know what to post, they hate being on camera, and some of them are overwhelmed by all the tech. So this is where you come in with your service. What you can offer them is monthly reels or TikToks, showing their work behind the scenes, customer stories, or tips. You can also create some brand stories for their companies, which makes them feel seen online. So offering 5 videos a month, captions, and scheduling their posts and their content on social media. And if you want to stand out more, what you can do is you can niche down. Just work with specific businesses, which could be maybe hair salons, health food shops, or coaches and consultants who don't want to do their own editing. The next one is number 2, mobile event services. You can pick a niche and make it fun. AKA, you bring the wow and they bring in the guests. People are now spending more on experiences than ever before, but they don't always want to plan it themselves or host the event themselves. So what you can do is you can offer a done-for-you service, a mobile setup for special occasions, and the best part, you can start simple. I'll share a few examples with you. You can do a pop-up picnic company whereby you show up with the rugs, you show up with the pillows, you show up with the tables, the flowers, and the snacks. This will be perfect for like birthdays, proposals, baby showers. Think of a mini Pinterest party, something that would be very beautiful to capture, something that will be amazing to capture. You can specialize in a custom balloon arch, table decor, or party themes for kids' parties or baby showers. Another example is mobile kids entertainment. Things like face painting, princess visits, character costumes, or mini crafts. You'll notice how parents will book this over and over again. The other one could be a luxury movie night setup. This is when you could bring in blankets, bean bags, fairy lights, projector. Trust me, you'll be sold out every summer. Let's stand out for this one. You can offer packages that make life easy for people. And that is, you tell them we'll handle the setup, we'll clean up, and everything else in between. Number 3, YouTube channel for niche topics, aka let your camera and voice do the work long term. You don't need to go viral or be a YouTuber in order to make money on YouTube. You show up with a phone or you talk about something helpful, entertaining, or inspiring, you can build a slow and steady income. So some of the niches that you can actually focus on when you're on YouTube are share tips on simple living, a simple living lifestyle. You can share tips on faith and encouragement content. You can share tips on cooking for busy families, daily routines for moms and toddlers, or what I eat in a day for specific diets. Or you can do product reviews for beauty companies, wellness, or fitness gear. Do you know why YouTube works? Because YouTube videos are evergreen. They're constantly bringing in new views. You could make a video this month and in the next coming month is still bringing in views. It's slightly different from how it works on Facebook or Instagram. It will still be bringing in subscribers and income 6 months from now. You can also make money from the ads, affiliate links that you put in your description, when you also promote your own services or your own digital product. Sponsorship, when your platform has grown, you get to have people sponsoring you to talk about their product. What you need when it comes to YouTube is you need consistency, at least one video per week for 5 to 10 minutes, nothing fancy. The next one is number 4, luxury pet services. I'm not just talking about walking people's dogs. Think about pet spas, grooming, or holistic care. If you notice, especially in the UK or in the US, people spend more money on their pets than they spend on themselves. This is a lucrative and loyal market. In the UK alone, this industry made over 6 billion last year. 6 billion. So that's something to really think about. The fifth one is a life coach. If people often come to you for advice for certain things in life, I'm sure if you really think deep, you'll realize that people always come to you for certain topics. There are certain things that people are always asking you about. And you can be a coach if you have dealt with something in your life and you manage to overcome it, and you can actually use that situation to help other people. Or maybe you've mastered a skill. Maybe to you it's normal, but to other people, they want to learn that skill. You can actually coach other people on that specific skill that you have learned. And therefore, you can start your own coaching business. Good thing is you don't need a coaching certificate when it comes to coaching. It's not all the time that you need a coaching certificate. You can actually start without a coaching certificate. All you need to be able to do is take people from point A to point B. That's it. Take them from where they are to get to where they want to get to, or take them from a certain problem or something they're struggling with to something that they want to achieve. If you decide to take the coaching route, like I mentioned, you can be a life coach, you can be a relationship coach, or you can be a mindset coach whereby you help them break free from self-doubt, break free from cultural programming so they can move forward. Or you can be a skill-based coach, helping them with their business. Or what you're simply saying is, I've walked this road. Let me guide you through it, instead of trying to figure it all by yourself. Number 6, that's skincare with a story. This is when you start a skincare brand and you have a story behind your skincare. If you notice, some of these big brands, they always have a story behind their brand. For example, if I were to start a skincare company, so this is the story that I would use or create for myself. My message would sound something like this. I'm in my 40s and people always come to me and ask me, people who are even way younger than me, they come to me and ask me, Sandy, how do you keep your skin looking so healthy and glowing like that? What is it that you're using? Tell me your secret. The truth, I've kept it simple, natural, and consistent. That's why I started this skincare line. So I decided to create something that I wish existed. Something that is simple and honest skincare for women who just want to age gracefully without having to use filters when they're on camera, without the overwhelm. You see, that's the message that I would use if I were to start a skincare company. I'm sharing this so that you can find inspiration out of this story. You can take this story that I've created. If you are planning to go into or considering going into skincare, you can take this story, recreate it, and create your own story that you can use as a story for your skincare brand. One is number 7. Sell what you know already. Create what are called digital products. These are products that you sell online. What is it that you're already good at? Have you ever helped someone create a CV? Have you helped anyone apply for a visa? Have you ever helped someone start a side hustle? Have you ever helped anyone lose weight? So these are just examples that I'm using. There are a lot of things that you already know, but you take it for granted because you think nobody else would be interested in this kind of information. You take the information that you know already, you package it into a step-by-step guide or a step-by-step course or a mini audio training. Let's say maybe you've got an amazing voice when you speak. You know, there's some people who are very good at speaking. They've got these soft, sweet voices when they speak. You can actually use that voice and create an audio that people can listen to maybe when they want to sleep, or something that can calm them down. You know, that kind of thing. You'll be amazed. People pay for clear help. Anything that is clear, they're willing to pay for it. The next one is paid online communities. So this is when you get to create maybe a Facebook group or a WhatsApp group. Face it, people want connection and information in the same place. You can start a paid Facebook group or a WhatsApp group whereby you share daily tips, Q&A, people get to ask you questions, and you offer support. So this will be in the form of a membership. It can range between £7 to $47 a month or $97 a month. You can start a skincare group. It could be for women over 40. You'll be sharing tips and what type of skincare routine that they need. It could be a health and fitness group for busy moms, or it could be a health and fitness group for busy working women. So the last one is a story-based marketing services. So instead of running a full-scale social media agency, you can specialize on what truly works today. What you can do is you can focus on helping businesses tell better stories through their content, short videos, and simple messaging. If you've been inspired by what I shared today, my next video is on how to handle rejection in business and in sales. Because let's be honest, rejection is part of the journey. But in the meantime, go and watch this one here, which is on how to build your self-confidence even if you doubt yourself. It will help set the foundation of the next step. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, share with a friend who needs to hear this. Thank you for hanging around with me, and do take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.